Hi guys, this is the DJI Pocket 2 extension rod, and guess what? It actually extends, actually quite a long way. But that's not its only feature, and I'm going to tell you all the pros and the cons of this guy and why you might consider buying it in this video. So buckle up, stay tuned, let's get straight into it. Okay guys, we're going to be talking about the DJI Pocket 2 extension rod. So one of the things to notice is that, of course, it's got a nice plastic buckle here, a very secure one for holding your Pocket 2. Now, the way we need to install it is we need to slide off the little plastic control thing that I've already done here, just to actually have the connectors showing. We're just going to then slide it onto the connectors on the actual holder here. And that should then slide on quite nicely. Of course, then just close off the plastic buckle. Okay, there we go. We now have the Pocket 2 mounted securely in the extension rod. The next thing to notice is we now have a mobile phone holder here. And obviously we can then mount our mobile phone. So we can then use the DJI Mimo app to be able to remotely control the Pocket 2. Of course, to be able to remotely control the Pocket 2 from the mobile phone, we're going to need to use the Do It All handle, because obviously we need to be able to use the Wi-Fi connector. Now, if you don't want to control the Pocket 2 with the actual touchscreen on the mobile phone, then one of the main features of the extension rod is the fact it's got some actual hardware buttons on the actual extension rod itself. Okay, so let's go over the buttons that are available on the DJI Pocket 2 extension rods. So first of all, we have this joystick here. So that's going to be used for being able to control the gimbal, maybe up and down or left and right. So you can do panning motions, also tilt up and down actions there. And we have a number of buttons here. So the first, probably most useful button is the record button, of course. So you can start and stop the recording just by pressing the little red circle button here. So let's now talk about the button here, the function button. That is used mainly for powering the stick on and off once it's connected to the Pocket 2. And also you can use it to recenter the gimbal if it's kind of gone off a little bit awry. Just double click it, and it should then be recentered. We have a button here which is used for changing the Pocket 2 from facing forward to going into selfie mode for those sort of people who want to do that sort of thing. And then we have a C1 and a C2 button. Now the C2 button's used to change between or toggle between the tilt lock mode and the pan follow mode. So you can just sort of just toggle it, and you're going to jump from one mode to the other. And the C1 button is very similar to that, and it allows you to also just quickly press it, and it's going to change to tilt lock or follow mode, I think. So you know, they're pretty much, these two buttons are more or less working the same depending on how you want to hold it. You might not hold it like this, for example, or you want to hold it like that. And then you've got the sort of a button on the side here, and that is used to determine what the joystick does. So you can use it for a sort of zooming in and out, or for changing a direction left and right. And that's pretty much the buttons control on the extension rod. And down here you have a tripod socket for if you want to stand it up, for example. Very good. And we also have a cold shoe mount on the side here, for attaching a light or a microphone or any of those sort of stuff. So you know, the mobile phone holder folds down for storage purposes, just like that. So it's not, let me just zoom out a second. So it's not you know, huge, kind of like a sort of selfie stick, and then you can just sort of bring it back up like so. And if you just want to hold it like that, you don't need to extend it, of course. If you don't want to extend it, you could just literally just hold it like that, and it's pretty much ready to go as a sort of quick solution for holding the Pocket 2 in a more sort of comfortable way. Now, one of the nice features of the extension rod is that it actually draws its battery power from the Pocket 2 itself. So as soon as you pop in the Pocket 2 and you switch it on, you could then get a little green light on the extension rods to show that the extension rod is now on and it's connected to the Pocket 2. Now, of course, what we can do is I could actually move the joystick around, and that's going to, you probably can't see it here, but it's going to change the control of the gimbal up or down or left or right. We can do that with the hardware thing here. We also have the ability to change from selfie mode or not selfie mode. If I press the button, it's going to change, flip towards me, or if I press it again, it's then going to flip the other way. So very useful if you're doing vlogging or you just want to hold it. Now, one of the things I suggest is that if you're actually doing vlogging, then rather than having your mobile phone up in this sort of vertical orientation, because when you do that, you're going to probably see the camera or the back of the mobile phone rather than your lovely face, is to actually put the mobile phone horizontally like that, so it's not really in your way. It will just very slightly tilt it, and you can then see the little screen on the Pocket 2, or if you want to see the actual bigger screen, then you can actually just sort of tilt it a little bit of an angle, so when you're actually in selfie mode, then you should not see, or just enough so you don't see the top of the plastic here. Now, well, of course, the reason why you bought the extension rod is that it actually does extend. So let's pull it out like this, and I just want to show you roughly how long it is. So it's probably about, oops, a bit further than that. We can go maybe about 65 or 70 centimeters or something like that. So it's, you know, a comfortable size for kind of like a selfie stick. But obviously the ability advantage over this than a normal selfie stick is that you have your mobile phone holder already built in. Your Pocket 2 nicely held in the secure mount here, and of course, more importantly, is we can actually remotely control the Pocket 2 from the buttons here, rather than having to tap on the mobile phone screen itself. Okay guys, what did you think about the DJI Pocket 2 extension rod? Do you think it's actually a useful accessory for your Pocket 2? Do you think it's actually worth the money, or are you simply just going to get by with using a normal selfie stick? Let me know in the comments, and of course don't forget to subscribe to the channel going forward. Take care, and I shall see you soon.